Des van Rooyen back on the line. Minister, technology letting us down there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Yeah. So I was talking about a report over the weekend from the Sunday Times that suggests that in December sometime you visited Dubai just around the same time as the Gupta family were there. What is your response there?
No. Look, firstly, Xolani, one should appreciate that because now I'm a public figure. Obviously, all my private life and activities will be open to scrutiny. But the truth of the matter is that, like any South Africans, I'm also entitled, more especially around a period like December, to go on holiday or maybe to arrange some private trips. So that's exactly what happened here. And fortunately, all this happened even before. The arrangement started even before I was confirmed as the minister. So it was a private visit, and that's to the meeting or maybe going there with Guptas. I don't know where this thing.
So you say you were on holiday?
Very, very basic.
Yeah, you say you were on holiday, Minister, but one day holiday.
How do you determine? The holiday is determined by what you can afford, isn't it, Xolani?
It certainly is, but it's unusual to go on a one-day holiday, in and out.
No, but that was for private. I went there for my private, matters, you know.
So you've used two expressions there, Minister. One, you said holiday, but you're saying private. And I would understand if you say you're on a private business. But if you say holiday, it's unusual.
December is a holiday time, so I went there for my private business.
Oh, okay. So it's not that you were on holiday. That is determined by how much money you have.
Yes, December is a holiday. No, of course. I mean, even if it's private, Xolani, it all depends on how much money do you have.
Certainly. But let me ask you, because the bigger issue is your alleged association with the Guptas. What do you think and how do you feel about it?
No, look, as I've said in the past, I mean, the Guptas, like any other business people in our country, they are part of our constituents, and our engagement is on those bases. We will keep engaging them, especially myself as a public rep, with people of their caliber. I mean, for the sake of our development agenda. I mean, we are compelled to engage all constituents of our country, and the Guptas are part of the constituents.
So when you say engage, you mean do business with them?
Not do business, engage them in as far as our development agenda is concerned.
But in what form? I mean, you're the Minister of Cooperative Governance actually, and Traditional Affairs.
They pay rates, their service, of course, they reside in a municipality. They don't reside in a vacuum. So obviously, if we engage with them, we'll continue to engage with them on the basis of them being constituents that need services from our government.
But the other thing is, in your capacity as the treasurer of the MKMVA, and I know that there was a press conference in which MKMVA made it very clear that you do business and have been doing business with the Guptas for a very long time. Does that not present a conflict of interest now that you're the minister, now that you're in cabinet? No,
the result of the matter is that the business transaction that we had with the Guptas is something that happened long before I came in there. But in my capacity as a treasurer, I mean, really, there's nothing that stops me, I mean, from creating any business relationship with any other, I mean, business in the country.
So in other words, that business relationship continues. That business relationship between you, in your capacity as the treasurer of the MKMVA and the Guptas, continues.
I mean, if there was, as I've indicated, I mean, there was an arrangement that was there before. So obviously, if there are issues that will need me to engage them on the basis of that arrangement, I'll do that on my capacity as a treasurer of the Military Veterans Society.
But ever since you took up this position in cabinet, right, have you ever had any engagement with the Guptas?
No, not at all. Not at all.
So you haven't had to deal with them ever since you became a minister. But let me ask you this. Let me ask you this now. Just so much has happened around Oak Bay, who I assume is who you have a business relationship with. How does that affect you then? How does it affect your relationship?
No, we don't have any business relationship with Oak Bay, as MKMVA.
Oh, okay. So when you say you have the I was assuming that if you have a business relationship with the Guptas, their vehicle for doing business in this country is Oak Bay, or maybe there's another vehicle.
No, not really. You are missing something.
Okay, so which vehicle then do you have a relationship with?
No, that's another vehicle, not Oak Bay. I think it is Tiva. That relationship was created some years ago.
Or Shiva Uranium.
Yes, I think Shiva Uranium or something like that.
Which the president's son, Tutuzani, is the director. Or at least was until Friday.
No, I don't think that's the one. I don't think that's
But if it is Shiva Uranium, he was the director of Shiva Uranium until Friday last week.
No, but I'm saying I don't think that is the one, because remember, you're asking me this question. I don't have facts in front of me. We are doing business with many entities as MKMVA.
Okay, Minister, I must thank you for coming through. Minister of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, Minister Des van Rooyen.